Hey there, my name is Dustin Custer and I'm the Easy Tech Guy, and today I get to talk to you about the Easy Tech Guy's Marketing Mastery membership, which will also include the Ultimate Targeting Formula and the 100% opt-in method. Now, one thing that I want you to know first and foremost is all about the Easy Tech Promise, because that is a very, very important thing to me. So here's what I can promise you. I will simplify, condense, and communicate even the most complex marketing methods into terms, systems, and processes that the average person can understand and implement. And I'm only going to offer you the best solutions, products, training, and tools that are out there anywhere on the internet. And I also promise to always give more than I ask for in return value. All of those things are very, very important to me. They're words that I live by, and I would ask that you call me out publicly if I ever fail you in any one of those promises. And that is really, really important to me. Again, I'm here for you. I want to make sure that I can allow you to learn and grow in the best way possible. I want to allow you to make this a good financial investment for yourself and your family, and especially for your business as well. So all of those things are important. So what we're going to learn about today, I want to introduce myself a little bit more, and I'm going to talk about the plan for the launch of this brand new product. And I'm going to teach you a little bit about the biggest myths about internet marketing success. I am going to talk about the ultimate targeting formula and the 100% opt-in method. I'm going to tell you exactly how you can profit from my experience, and I'm also going to tell you about the tools that are required to make it happen. So to start, I'd like to talk a little bit about me and you. Who am I and how can I help you? Now, I've been in this internet marketing space for a couple of years now, and I have had the pleasure of working with and mentoring with and under some of the biggest names in this industry. I have been able to receive coaching from people like Russell Brunson, Mike Dillard, Michelangelo Lopez, David Wood, and David Sharp, amongst other people. Really big names, people who really know what's going on in this industry. And I've also had the pleasure of consulting for some of the bigger names in this industry as well. Primarily on Facebook, that's always been my big thing, is Facebook pay per click. That's what I really enjoy doing. But all sorts of other things in marketing as well, from copywriting to sales funnels to other forms of advertising, be it solo ads and email marketing, or be it banner ads and media buys. We're going to talk about all of that stuff. And those are just some of my qualifications. And now, why am I doing this? You know, I've seen the need for something out there in this industry for a long while, because there's nobody that says, hey, I'm going to take the burden and go out there and look at the best that the internet has to offer and honestly report to my people what I think about it. And I'm going to be able to do that on demand. And the other thing about that is I want to take the responsibility and that weight off your shoulders. Oh man, I got to spend, $500 or $1,000 to figure out about this product. I got to go and spend, $25 on this piece of software, or $100 on a piece of software, whatever it is. And I don't always agree with that, because most people, when they get started in this industry, don't exactly have the financial means to be able to go out there and buy all of the education and products and services that are necessary to get themselves going. The other thing is I also see the need for somebody to break down that complex information that all of these gurus think that you should just know, right? You should be on their level. Well, that's not always the case, and I get that. So what I want you to understand again about me is my goal is to simplify this internet marketing space for you, no matter what business you're in, what industry you're in. If you've got an offline brick and mortar business, if you are an online marketer, if you're just a part-time marketer, whatever it is, I'm here to help you. And that is a very, very big goal for me. Now, is this for you? Well, again, I just answered that. And this is for you no matter what it is that you need to learn as far as marketing. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all of these products and services. I'll be going out and buying all the new products that are out there, and I'm going to take that and I'm going to condense it into lessons that you can then take and apply in your business. And I want to do that in a way that is easy for you to access, easy for you to comprehend, and easy for you to implement as well. So this is most definitely for you, and you can definitely do what I'm about to show you very, very simply. Now, hang on a second. So let's talk a little bit about the biggest myths about internet marketing and network marketing success. Now, I see this a lot of times, and of course, I consult with a lot of people from the very beginning people to people that have earned hundreds of thousands and even millions of dollars in this industry. And one of the biggest myths is people think that you have to be some sort of genius to succeed. And that's really not true. It does take hard work and dedication to have success in this industry, but you do not have to be some sort of a computer genius to be able to get this done and to be able to have success. And that is really, really important to understand. The other thing is that you need to have a big list. I will actually show you a way that you don't have to have a traditional email list, and you'll still be able to have markets and things like that to target. So you don't have to have some 100,000 person list to be able to have any kind of success. That is most definitely not true. The other thing is you need to have a huge budget. Again, that's not true. Just about 12 months ago, I got myself into a position where my business really wasn't going very well, and I got to the point where I had literally $5 a day to be able to market. Now, here we are about a year later, and I manage about $40,000 a month in advertising between myself and my clients. And I have people who can only spend $100 a month, $200 a month, and I'm able to show them how to make that work for them and how to grow that as well. And that kind of brings me to another thing here, myth number 4. You have to do X like this. One thing that really bothers me is when somebody says, you can only do it this way. This is the only way that you are going to have success in marketing. So you need to do it exactly like me. You don't need to vary at all in your process. You need to do it exactly like this and you will have success. Well, the problem with that is if everybody goes out there and does it just like, said guru or said mentor, then it's going to get watered down and nobody's going to respond to it anymore. So I will always give you a guideline, say, hey, this is what I found that works for me. Now go make it your own. That is the really important part of this. The next thing is you have to understand technology, and that goes back to you have to be a genius to succeed, but I like to keep that one separate because here's the cool thing. There are certain things technology-wise that I'm pretty good at. But I also realize that there are things that I don't want any part of, right? Photo editing, video editing, things like that. That's just not my thing. I'm creative. I can get up and talk. I have a good comprehension to be able to pick up different skills. But those aren't things that I necessarily want to do and I shouldn't have to do. So we'll be teaching you how to outsource that stuff as well in this course. The other thing is you have to be a big personality. Now, if you've heard me talk here over the last, 5-10 minutes, right, you'll understand that you don't have to be some big, larger than life personality. You don't have to be a Frank Kern. I hope he doesn't care that I used his name. The guy has a very big personality. You don't have to be that person to have success. I know people who are making millions of dollars in this industry that you have never heard of and never will hear of, right? And that's the thing. You don't have to be some giant personality. You don't have to be the one who wants to go out and be a mentor. Maybe your thing is just going out and doing the best for you and showing other people a little bit as you go along, your friends and close associates, things like that, right? And the other one, and this is a really, really big one, you can only do one thing. Again, I hate when somebody says you can only do this. And especially we see this a lot in network marketing and multi-level marketing companies. And they say you can only do this. This is the only thing that you're allowed to promote. You can't, talk about any other products and services. You can't, make money off of anything else. This is the only thing that you can do. If somebody tells you that, you need to run away very, very quickly. And I'm not afraid to say that, especially even if I'm stepping on some people's toes, right? Maybe you've said it to somebody else. There is a difference between just doing one thing and focusing on something. You can still focus on, hey, you know what? I want to learn how to do this in my business. See, this is your business, right? So you could say, hey, you know what? For me, I know that I've gotten really good at being able to drive traffic, so I'll go out there and I'll sell traffic to people. I know that I've got the ability to be able to teach people, so I do consulting as well. I know that I like building teams, so I have a couple of network marketing companies that I'm involved in different categories, right? I don't mix them, and I say, hey, this is the one thing that I'm doing in this category because this is what I want to focus on. I don't want to say, hey, you can do this and you can do this and, jump around to 50 different things. I'm not telling you to go out there and have shiny ball syndrome, right? What I am telling you is that you have the ability to have multiple areas of your business, and that's very important to keep in mind, okay? So, one thing that I get a lot from people is, where do you start? How do I get this thing going, right? How do I make this happen? And one second here. Where do I start? How do I figure out what I want to do? Well, it's actually a much simpler process than what you think. And I believe that there are 5 areas to get started in. The first one is your interests, strengths, and passions. Sometimes you may not know that up front. It's something you'll have to discover. But your interests, strengths, and passions are generally a good place to start because it's going to be something that keeps you involved. If you don't believe in something, you're sure not going to be able to sell it. If you don't believe in a company or an opportunity, whatever their products and services and things like that are, you're probably not going to stick around there for a while. And who can blame you, right? I wouldn't blame you if you didn't want to be involved in the same company that I am. I love them, right? I love those companies and I love my business. But that's not for everybody, right? That's why there are different things. Otherwise, everybody would do the same thing and we'd all be robots. So find out what it is that is important to you, and then you go out and you start thinking about, well, who else would be interested in this thing, right? What are the other kinds of people that would be interested in what I have to offer? So that's finding your target market and who they are, right? So once you know that, you can then go, okay, well, I have this one thing, right? I know that I'm interested in it. I know that there's other people that are interested in it. What are the other things that I can offer to go along with that? And that's product selection. You know, you can also start with product selection if you find something in your interests and passions. Well, that's part of the product selection process as well. And then from there, it's the sales process. Capture pages, sales pages, email follow-ups, all of those things are part of the sales process. And then from there, you go into follow-up and optimization. Because what happens is you want to have the ability to make things better. Know that you should take imperfect action and then improve upon it later. There is no such thing as being perfect, but you can always strive to attain perfection, and that's very, very important. Okay? And that's really how you get started. For me anyways, that's how I start everything. Now, here's the other thing. We're going to talk about the 100% opt-in method because this is going to be a really, really big part of this course and membership area. Think about it this way. A lot of you are already in internet marketing and you know how to build capture pages, and you know that a good capture page converts somewhere between 30 and 40%. I know the industry standard is probably a little bit lower, but I like to say a good one's 30 to 40%. If you're getting more than that, you're doing really well. What if every person that visited your page, you got their information? Every single person, right? And that is what we call retargeting, or the 100% opt-in method. And the way that works is whenever you go, imagine you went and visited eBay, for example, or Amazon. We'll use Amazon because they do a lot of this. Imagine you go to Amazon and you're looking at a product and everything like that, and then you pop over to Facebook and you're browsing around, and all of a sudden that product that you were just looking at on Amazon shows up on the right hand side. How did they know that you were there, right? They know it based on your browsing history, and they know it based on the cookies that are on your computer. So what happens is they put a little piece of code into the page that says anybody that visits this, they get a cookie, and then we can go back and show them things later, right? And there's a lot of different resources. We're going to get into this in the course. You can use things like Perfect Audience, AdRoll, Site Scout. We're going to talk about all this stuff, and I'm going to get really, really in depth on how you can build the most targeted audiences possible through the 100% opt-in method. And the cool thing is you can continue to offer these people something, and they've already been exposed to you once, and you don't have to worry about the unsubscribe notices, or, oh man, are they going to open my email today? Um, it's a different form of direct response marketing. So we're going to talk about that as well. And that's a really big course here. And I'm going to tell you all the ongoing action steps and what resources that you should be using and things like that. Now, the other thing is the ultimate targeting formula. So with the ultimate targeting formula, the way that works is, now imagine that you got 100% of those people to opt into a page. And then once, how do you keep track of the people who are really, really interested in something? Well, what you do is when you run your retargeting ads with the tracking pixel, you put another retargeting tracking pixel onto their computer. So then you know that this person not only visited you once, but they visited you twice. And then they visited you again and again and again. Now, what happens if you build this list of 10,000 people who have visited your page 5 or 6 or even 10 times, right? Who have visited your page that many times, and then you could use Facebook ads on top of it to be able to narrow that down into the people who are, in a certain age range. So you could name them in the ad, or hey, you're in this area and you're interested in this. How cool is that? That is the basics of the ultimate targeting formula, how it works, and the implementation. Again, in the course, I'm going to be going over the resources and ongoing actions. Now, before we continue here, I want to talk to you a little bit about exactly what we're going to do with this product. I talked about it a little bit in the beginning, and this isn't just going to be some ebook on one subject, or some, course with 5 videos that only tell you how to do one thing. My goal with this is to make this the biggest encyclopedia of internet marketing, current internet marketing information anywhere. I'm going to update it on a regular, ongoing basis, and I'm going to be doing interviews with people who are specialists in certain areas, and I'm also going to continue to do weekly live meetings. Now, here's the other cool thing that I'm going to do for you guys. I'm also going to give you access to me personally through a private Facebook group, and you're also going to be able to do product reviews on demand. So imagine, you get an email from some marketer that you respect, and they say, hey, this is the best thing since sliced bread. You really got to go buy this product right now. Well, how do you know what's in there is actually valuable enough, right? Or that it's something that you really need, or a piece of software, right? Especially software. So here's what I'm going to promise you. I'm going to allow you guys to say, hey, this is a product that is coming out or that I've seen and I want to know about it. So I will then, with my money, go out and purchase the product, software solution, whatever it is, and do a review on it and let you guys see inside of the actual product so then you can make a decision on whether or not that's something that you want to buy and to be able to use. The other cool thing is I want to make sure that this is the last internet marketing training product that you should have to buy for a while. Now, there may be some things that are really, really high level that I will recommend based on relationships that I've built over the course of time. But in most cases, I'm going to go out and buy those products and I'm going to go through those and break them down and give you the best information possible. And so let's get down to where do we go from here. So the product is $47 for the early bird. So I'm going to leave this open for the next 10 days. Anybody that gets in for the next 10 days will get this for $47. And today is July 22nd, by the way. So 10 days from now, which should be the 1st of August, I will close this and then we're going to reopen it at $97 for future members. Again, you guys are going to get 2 weekly webinar sessions live where I'll be able to answer questions. I'm going to start really going in and giving you all of this in-depth information on the 100% opt-in method and the ultimate targeting formula, as well as a lot of other things. I'm going to teach you about video marketing. I'll teach you about blogging if that's what you want to do, even though it's not my cup of tea. I'm going to teach you about all this stuff, and you'll also get access to a private Facebook group where it is only our members. It's going to be a safe place where you can come and ask your questions about internet marketing, and I can guarantee you somebody will be able to answer you. And also you're going to get access to product reviews on demand, which I think is a very, very big thing as well. So here's what's going to happen. About 15 minutes ago, a button popped up below you. It might have actually been there the whole time. And I want you to go and grab this product right now. It's lifetime access, unlimited updates. I'm going to continue to improve upon this and give you more information. And I want to be the guy that allows you to have success. You know, it's not some hyperbole, but I do believe that in the next year, I can create 1,000 people earning $10,000 a month or more online. That is my goal. So the question is, are you one of those people or aren't you one of those people? Remember, 10 days, you'll get it for $47. And here's another bonus that I was not going to announce. You also will have the ability to become an affiliate of this product. If you like it, if you think that you have friends and colleagues and teammates that would be interested in it, you'll be able to promote this product and earn a 50% commission as well. And when we go live to the public on August 11th, I'm going to start a very, very big contest associated with that as well. So that's what I wanted to do for you guys. And just click the button, get in today, and I cannot wait to help you get started.